like just to hear you
I appreciate
preach,
it.
you know.
Thanks for
Um,
having me on.
but one thing I wanted to ask, like follow on for that, is like, so you mentioned like, oh, you know, you gotta aim high and like, you know, you just kind of go from there. Um, for like us, like, you know, plebs, basically the lesser players, like what do you think about just like aiming to like top, you know, like rather than like win? Like for example, like when Noah was saying like, oh, you know, like you'll struggle in top cut, but you know, if you build for rogue and stuff like that, you'll top. um like I feel like for us who have like, you know, a local top as our best credential kind of thing, uh I don't see anything particularly wrong with like, you know, just trying to top like, you know, your national or whatever, like just by building like in that way, you know. So do you think that's wrong, or do you
So
think you should always like, you know, just aim high?
So I think that's wrong, and I'll tell you why. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but just take a look at like the people who have won like our YCS and our nationals. Okay, so no green, no other credential. You know, just some like dude from Atlanta, right? Some kid, right? He wins nationals and goes to world. Before that, Corey McDuffie, Magic player, doesn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh very much. Builds his deck like 2 nights before the event. Not really sure what he's gonna do. You know, ends up winning nationals. Dion, same thing. You know, no other tops. Comes second with the same deck. Like, really, all these guys. Who else? You know, the classic example is Marquise Henderson.
Yeah.
Just some random guy who won the YCS. TJ Kinsley, but TJ isn't a good example because he like practices all the time. You know, wins a YCS. Eric Christensen from Florida, who won YCS Dallas. Some random dude just, you know, walks into the event and just, he's like, his biggest credential is, I won my locals one time, and he just wins the event. So I think if Yu-Gi-Oh has proven anything, especially in these past like 2 years, it's that anyone can like succeed. Like literally anybody can. So there's no reason you shouldn't come with like the confidence that I can be the champion of this event. Like what's the next YC? Boat. How do you say it in Europe?
Baltic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
our next biggest event will be Euros.
Okay. We'll see. Like, if any of you guys are going to Euros, or what, like one of you guys in the call right now could actually just win Euros, like, and it wouldn't surprise me at all, because it, like, you know, it just shows like the person who like goes in there and is just like, okay, I'm gonna win, is going to win regardless of his past credentials. And that just seems to be, it's almost like a storybook. It's almost like a fairy tale, especially for them. Try and put yourself in their shoes. You know, oh, I topped locals once. Oh, I have trouble topping locals. Oh, you know, I won locals one time. Wow, awesome. Oh, I got, I think Corey, for his nationals invite, he's only been to one regional. He only had been to one regional beforehand. He came 20 something. He's like, nice, I got my invite. He goes to nationals and he wins. Like, that is out of like a storybook for him. That's a fairy tale. So, you know, I think anybody could definitely do it. You know, there are like 70 people watching the stream right now. Any one of them could like win whatever nationals they're going to. It really just is very dependent on, I think, your goals, your confidence level, and the last thing, which is really important, is how comfortable you are with the card you're playing and what you're playing. So I think a fundamental part of deck building is like, you really just got to be comfortable with the cards you're using. So like if you see a secret tech that everyone's playing like the night before and you're like, God, dude, I really want to play. This is a really bad habit of mine because I do this all the time. Like I see a cool text, I'm like, fuck it, and I just throw it into my deck and I just don't care. But I think that's part of the appeal. I go to events and like I don't test and I don't give a shit and I get third, and it's, you know, standard. But you know, like a lot of people, like comfort's really important. And if you like every card in your deck, chances are you'll play those cards to their like maximum potential. Which sounds super anime, and I love anime. So, you know, sorry, but it's the truth. Like you just believe in yourself. You sit down, you believe in your deck. It's not like heart of the cards type shit. It's just like I can play better than the person sitting across from me. Draw my 5 cards, kick his ass, like done. You know, I think that's definitely, you know, for people who find that overwhelming, like to, all right, I'm gonna win Nats and I'm gonna win Worlds. Like, oh man, that goal is kind of daunting. You can start small. You could just sit down at the table and you could just say, my goal is to beat the guy across me. And that's it. And then just do that, you know, every single round. Okay, my next goal, beat the guy who I'm sitting across from. And I played a lot of people at nationals who would sit there like last year and they'd be like, wow, are you SpaceLoli? And I'd say, yeah, and they'd start shaking. or like, wow, are you Jackie Bernal's boyfriend? Yeah, okay, start shaking again. Like, there come the tremors. You know, you just, I'm not like God's gift to Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I mean? Like, you can come kick my ass, dude. Like, and that's definitely, you know, if you sit down and you say,
I'm gonna summon Majesty's Fiend turn 1. You'll do it.
Yeah. Just like sit down, and I'll be like, you know, Lolly, I like you and respect you, but I'm gonna wax that ass real quick. Fuck you, dog. And I'd sit there and I'd say, you know what, I respect that, but go fuck yourself. But like, you know, like, I'd respect that. That's definitely the mindset to have internally with like a filter, you know. So, definitely, it's definitely about mindset, comfort, and confidence, and setting goals for yourself. For sure, I think that's like definitely well over half the battle.
You know, man, if my heart wasn't made of pure ice, like, I would actually cry right now. That was the most beautiful Yu-Gi-Oh like thing I've ever been told in my life.
Theory about goals.
Stream, like, please give him some love right now. Give me some like.
Arnie Hoban says that like.
Give me hashtag SpaceLoli in the stream chat, boys. Like that was that's the most beautiful thing I've heard like in a while.
SpaceLoli.
Hashtag SpaceLoli.
Right. So, yeah, Hoban says that goals are bad.